Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. This is Vittal Nivariki. As we know, we are going to create here our Spring Boot application, right? So in this application, we are going to implement the CRUD operations. So for that, I have already created some videos in, I think, in previously. Guys, here, if you are first time in this video, right, please watch that previous video, because of this video is going on totally dependent on the previous video. If you know previous video, then you will get it to understand easily. Otherwise, if you do not find any link, right, I will add the link previous video in description box. Please go through that link, and once you watch that previous video, right, then we'll come to this video. I assume now you watched that previous video and come to this video. So as we know, what did we discuss in previously, right? We are just created one entity class. Okay, this one is I just give a name, it says like employee entity class. Let me open it. Yeah, this is the employee class which I created the sorry in previous session. After that, I just created some database configuration. If you know, this is the database connection I just did in previous video, along with that JPA configurations. If you watch that previous video, I hope you know these things what I did. Okay, apart from these things, I also created one repository package. Within that repository package, I created the one employee repository, right? Okay, till now we are fine, right? So let me start the today's topic. Today's topic means today we are going to implement the service layer. Okay, for the service layer, let's create the different package for the service. Okay, let me give the something package here. Right click on base package and click the package, give the service like package. This one is the package. Let me right click on this package, click on class. You can give the some employee something employee. Okay, I just give the class name as employee service. Okay, but I don't want to indicate this as a class. I just mention this instead class. Let me give interface, because of in this interface I'm just going to write some method. Only I just need to declare the method. I don't want to provide the implementation of this service in this interface. Okay, for that let me write something for you. First, as we know, right, CRUD operation means we need to create, get single user ID, delete employee ID like this. That is what I'm going to just declare methods like here. If you want to create employee, right, for that let me give public. I want to return the employee, whatever I got the employee, right? That is what I want to create. Just give it whatever your name, what you want your name, method name. I just want to give here employee. Okay, this is for the creating the employee. I just declare this method in interface. I will implement this method in service in implementation class. Okay, I will do it soon. Just be with me. Forget all employee here. That time here we are getting the list of employee, right? Of course, for that I need to pass here employee you not in get all. Method name should be get all emp something. You can use any name, okay, according to your understanding. Here we need to import the list as a java.util.list. Okay. Now if you want to get the single user, single employee. Okay, if you want to get employee by employee ID, okay, in that time also I want to return the employee. Okay, okay, I know I want to return the employee, and just I want to give the name get single employee. Okay, I am getting always caps lock. Okay, this is get single employee, but how we can get this employee? We can get through employee ID. Okay, for update I want to return here employee as well. Update, in that time also I want to return employee. Do the method name update employee. I need to get the employee object first. Once I get the employee object, right, then I need to pass the ID as well, like which ID we are going to update, right? Sorry guys, see here, if you do not give ID, right, then which particular ID we are going to update, right? That resource we need to take through the ID. Okay, let me give here delete employee by employee ID. Okay, so for that I do not want to return anything that time, just give delete employee by field ID. Okay, see here what happened. Now what we did here, just we have created some abstract methods here. Even if you do not give a public, right, by default, as you know, in interface all methods are public or abstract, right? That's why we do not use the any like access modifier, okay? Public or private something, no need to do that. Okay? What we did, we just created the 5 methods. One is for the create employee, get all employee, get single employee by ID, update employee by employee ID, delete employee by employee ID. Okay, I just declare the one interface. For this interface I need to create the implementation class for the interface, right? Let me create another package for the implementation instead of service, right? Sorry, service, just I can extend this service impulse something. Okay, I have created the another package. Let me right click on this, create class. This would be service, right? Class employee service. Okay, this is the implementation class, but that one is interface, right? So this class I want to implement that interface which I have created recently, right? Which one is that? Employee something is there, right? Employee services. This service employee service I want to implement. Okay, here what it is giving error means, it is not error, it's just suggesting us add unimplemented methods, because of once we implement that service interface, right, we should use some implementation at particular method, right? For that you can click here add unimplemented methods, or you can just use shortcut control 1 hit enter. Sorry, control 1 enter, or what happened? 1 second guys. Otherwise you can directly click this thing add unimplemented methods. Here we get the all methods which we have declared in interface, right? Okay, now what we are going to here, we are going to save the employee in database. For that we need the employee service. Okay, not employee service, we need the employee repository, right? We need here, actually we have, that's why I have created here employee repository for saving the data into the database and fetching the data into the database layer. Okay, just let me inject that employee repo. Just your repo. Okay, you can just auto wire it. Yeah, just auto wire the, and after that I just Control Shift O. If you press Control Shift O, it is import the all classes. Okay, you may here getting confused because of here we have the employee repository. If I click here, if I go to the open implementation, right, this is the interface. Okay, this is the interface. Then we are going to that interface we are going to here auto wire injected in our service implementation class. How it is object is going to create, because of sorry how it means this employee repository is extends the JPA repository, right? So everything can be handled by JPA repository. JPA repository have some implementation class. By using that classes, it can inject that object into this repo reference. That's why we are going to use this reference to save our data database. See here, if just take that reference repository reference save, we have the save method within that repository. Okay, you can just pass here our employee repository employee this employee object. We can just save it into, and after that I just saved the in employee class. Here you can give employees, okay, something. I just save into the in employee. That is what I want to return to back to control layer here. Okay, I hope you get the idea here. By using repo reference, I just call the same method. I just pass the employee object here, and I just assign that employee into the in employee class. That is what I return to the controller layer. Okay, same like that. If I want to get the data, we have the find all method. Just call find all method and just use semicolon control 1, hit enter, just assign the employee list of employees into the employee class. Okay, these are all the employees. Just this all employees I need to return back to the control layer. Okay, same like that you can create the for this single. Okay, here we are going to get the single employee by employee ID, right? We have the repo, right? Just hit find by, just type find by ID. Find by ID. Here we have the method. Within that method we can just pass that ID which we are getting here. If you want to handle exception, right, we have some methods here, or else throw something. Just use or else as of now, and here I need to use the lambda new. I will explain just 1 second, guys. Runtime exception. Okay, java.language. Okay, I just get here runtime exception from the java.lang.exception class. Okay, here I need to do the submission. Employee not found. Okay, employee not found with this ID. Okay, you can just give that ID here, concatenation get your ID. Okay, see here what I did. I'm going to get the single employee by using this ID. If ID is found in database, it can return the employee. If ID not found in database, it just give the exception, employee not found with this ID, like this. I just want to assign this value into the in employee class. Okay, just here I can give employee something. Okay, this employee, what I want to just return to the control layer. If I found employee from the database by using that ID, fine, it will return that employee. Otherwise, if it did not find any if it do not find any employee, it can just return this exception. Okay, now while updating the resource, here if you want to update, right, here we should find one employee, right? How can we find? We can find by ID here as well. Okay, I can just copy this line, Control C, and I will just paste into this method. What I did here, you can just observe here, guys. Same, I call the repository dot find by ID and just pass this ID into in this method. Or else, if it's find ID, it's fine. You can just store the ID into the here. If you do not find the ID, right, you can just throw this exception. Okay, Okay, once I found the employee, okay, this is just, let me change the some reference name, something different. Okay, employee something. Okay, if I pass some ID in runtime, that ID, by using that ID, Spring Boot can try to find the employee. If found, that is fine. If it will not found, then it will throw the exception. If it find that ID, I want to update, right? This is this employee coming from the database. This one is the old, like you can view here. This is the old employee, okay? But old employee, what I want to update the old employee. Just call set method here, set name. I want to update the name from, this is what I am getting the new employee. Let me just copy it, paste it into the, just get, okay, get from name. Same like that, old employee. I'm going to update the old employee dot set last name, and how will I get? I will get from the employee dot get last name. Okay, I got the employee last name here. Same thing, I want to update the set city as well. That city I want to get from this employee object dot get city. Okay, now once I update this thing, update these all fields, right? After that I need to save into the database, right? For that, let me use that report dot save. Here I need to give the that updated employee. Which one is this one? Okay, let me just store into the an employee, give the updated AMPC. This updated employee I want to return to the client, I mean in control layer. See here guys, what I did. First I check the by using this ID whether we are going to find or not employee. If you find, then it can just return. If you do not find employee by using that ID, you can just throw this error. Okay, if you find employee, that employee we need to update this name. Okay, employee dot set name, you have the getter setters we added in entity class, right? And this here, this employee coming from the client. If in Postman, if you send something new updated thing, right, in our employee object, that employee object it can store into the, by using that employee object we are going to get all the fields and we are going to set into the involved employee. After it updates, just return the that update into the client. Okay, now while deleting, here also I need to delete by using ID, right? Here report dot delete by ID. I need to pass here ID. If ID found, it's fine. Otherwise, if ID not fine, just else. Sorry guys. First I need to find whether I'm going to find or not find by ID, right? Just pass here ID. If ID find and find, otherwise you can just pass the error. Or else through, let me use your lambda expression. New, I want to just override the runtime exception or runtime. Runtime exception. Okay, java.long.runtime exception. And here I need to show me say something. Employee employee not found, something. Okay, you can give custom your name or anything. That ID I need to pass concatenate into the here Okay. Even if I store, let me store into the. Okay. After that, once I find the ID, it can delete. Otherwise, it can throw the error. Okay, that's it. And here I need to call the delete method. Delete by ID. Delete by ID. I just need to pass that ID. Okay, it's directly going to delete. Even this is no need to assign this value. Okay, just see here what it can do. Find the ID. If it's fine, then fine. Otherwise, use the error. Okay, that's it. And here we are not returning the anything to the controller layer. Okay, in control layer you can handle that thing. Okay, that is fine. Guys, here employee service simple. Actually, this class we need into the control layer, because of by using this class we are going to call these methods, right? That's why here we need to use the one annotations at service annotations. At service annotations, if you use at service annotation, right? This class act as a service layer, or you can say business layer. Okay. Okay, that is fine. Now we better to create the control class for this. What is time? Guys, here do like practice what I did till now, right? You can just do like how I am doing these things. Control layer we will implement the next video, because of its long video running on recording. That's why it's better to wrap the session today itself. And from next video I will try to implement the control layer. Once control layer finish, right? In that video we will check through Postman all APIs whether it's working or not, how to set the value, how to fetch the value, how to update the value, how to get the single employee, how to delete the employee by employee ID. Okay, these things we will cover into the upcoming videos. Okay, I hope guys you understood this video. If you like my videos, please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon and share with your friends who are in beginner to looking for Spring Boot to learn. Please share with them. Okay, that's all guys. Thank you. Have a great day.